Hello and welcome to Yoga TX. My name is Crystal. Today I've got about a 30-minute, a little more fiery flow for you today. We'll definitely work on some shoulders, some hip stuff, but we'll be working towards, working towards bird of paradise. You might have that in your practice already. If you don't, you're gonna see what it looks like. If you're like, sounds cool, not sure if that's for me, that's fine too. I'll give you options. You can also just watch, or maybe you have a friend you're doing this practice with and they'll be like, I got it, or help me, I can't move my leg. Don't know, we're gonna find out. We're gonna start nice and easy because that's what we should do. So start in a child's pose. Ooh, go ahead and make your way there. I do recommend a block. If you don't have one, that's okay. We'll make it work. But something to add height. Get away from me. I've got a friend. All right, melt your forehead down, hips toward your heels. Maybe take a little rock right and left here at the top of class. Begin to exhale all your air out. And deep breath and fill your lungs. Mouth open, exhale. Again, deep breath in, fill up. Mouth open, let it go. And one more like that, deep breath in. Mouth open, exhale. And then a reminder to just breathe slowly and mindfully for the rest of practice. Always in through the nose, that helps calm the nervous system. And if you keep your lips sealed, that stimulates ujjayi breath, or that warm wave-like sound at the back of the throat. Now, if at any point you feel a little overheated, overstimulated, you can always exhale through your mouth. And then invitation to set an intention here at the top of class. And as you're ready, shift forward to tabletop. Hands and knees. Take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to pull your heart forward. Exhale, tuck chin, puff up the heart, back of the heart. And then inhale, belly drops, look forward or up. Exhale, look towards your belly button. A few more rounds here on your own. If you want to get into wrists at all, you can turn fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees as you take your cat-cows. Then we'll meet back in a neutral tabletop. Take a step back with your right foot, tuck toes under, shift your heel forward and back. So getting to back of the calf and the hamstrings here. And you can keep with this forward back motion, or you might start to draw a circle with your heel. And notice how that shifts the sensation in the back of your leg. Now find stillness, send your heel towards the back of the mat and breathe here, as if you're breathing into the back of the leg. And see if you can turn your gaze towards the top of your mat, so keep the back of the neck long. Now start to slide your right foot over to the left. Toes will come off the mat, so you're crossing right leg over left. Look over your left shoulder, see if you can find your right heel behind you. A nice little side stretch here. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bend your right knee, draw it towards your right bicep, and then take a few circles of the right knee here. And take a few in each direction, starting to open up the hip. Lots of hip stuff today. Next time knee comes toward your bicep, pause there, and then step wide outside your right hand. You might turn your left toes to the right, and then walk your hands over to the left. Hands can come off the mat. Let your head be heavy here, so tuck your chin towards your chest. You can either stay still here, or you might find a little rock forward and back, or think about drawing a C shape with your tailbone, just to get more into the hips here. Walk your hands back onto your mat and bring it back to tabletop. Optional round of cat-cow, or just a little wag of the tailbone right to left before we move to the other side. From here, step your left foot back, tuck the toes, shift heel forward and back. Backs of legs, calves, hamstrings, and maybe finding a circular motion through the heel. Can you keep the back of the neck long? Turn your gaze a little more forward. And find stillness. Send your heel towards the back of the mat. Breathe into the back of the left leg. And then start to slide your left foot over to the right. Toes will come off the mat. Look over your right shoulder. Can you see your left heel behind you? Take one more inhale. And exhale, bend the left knee, draw it towards your left elbow, and circle out the knee. All right, next time knee comes towards the tricep, step wide. Option to turn your back right toes to the left and walk your hands off your mat to the right. So think about walking away from that front foot. Head hangs heavy now, and maybe be still, or maybe you find a little rock or circle shape through the hips and tailbone. See, nothing too crazy yet. I shouldn't say that. Don't anticipate. And walk your hands back onto your mat. Different here. Spin your back shin so that your toes face the back of the mat. And then tuck your toes under. We're gonna find Malasana. So step your right foot wide outside the right hand and then drop your hips down. An option for a block underneath you. Again, blocks aren't completely necessary, but I do recommend one for this practice. Bring your thumbs to your heart. And then imagine here, lengthening the spine. Can you pull your heart towards your thumb? So give a little more lift. And then you're welcome to stay here, or take your right hand down outside of the foot. Now keep the arm in front of the leg and reach the left hand up. I also call this disco arms, not a yoga term, but that's what it kind of looks like. Now you can stay here or take that top hand, spin it away from the front of the mat, and then bring that hand to the low back. It's a little half bind. And here, think about turning your heart up towards the sky or towards the ceiling, just depending on where you are. So you might pull your left elbow back in space to give the heart more space. And then come back through center. Pull your heart towards your thumbs. Then we'll take it to the other side. Left hand outside the left foot. Keep the arm in front of the leg. Right hand reaches up. And here already you can start to turn your heart towards the ceiling. You might choose to stay or spin the right hand to face the back of the mat. And then bring that hand to your low back, keeping the heart rotating upwards. All right, one more inhale here. And exhale, thumbs back to your heart space. All right, one more like this. Inhale, pull your heart to your thumbs. And this time, exhale, forward fold, hands down. Toes will turn forward. Knees point in the same direction as your toes. And feet might be a little bit wider here. Feel free to keep that. You can also kind of scooch or toe heel your feet back underneath your hips. Find a ragdoll here. Grab opposite elbows. You can sway right and left. Nod the head yes, shake it no. Now we're getting into the low back, especially if you invite a bend into your knees. And then release your fingertips towards the earth. Keep your chin tucked. Slowly rise up, stacking vertebrae one at a time. Head is the last thing that comes up. Lots of birds. Hello. All right, mountain pose. Shine your palms forward. Invitation to close your eyes here. Grounding through the four corners of each of your feet. Recall your intention if you've set one. Then inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, figure 7 with the body. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to your plank. Knees can stay lifted or soften them down. Now inhale, shift your shoulders forward of the wrists. And exhale all the way down to the belly on this first one. From here, send your right arm out to the right in line with your shoulder. Press into your left hand to roll to your right side. Now legs might stack, or you can also bend your top, I don't know what side we're on, your top left knee and plant the foot behind the right. Now I find that if the neck feels a little bit tweaky here because the head is a little bit far from the earth, you can slide your block if you have one under that ear. And we'll switch sides, come back onto your belly. Right hand under right shoulder, left arm extends out, roll to your left side. And legs can stack or point your right knee up towards the ceiling. And come back onto your belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Zip up your legs here, point your toes, and inhale to float the heart. Little baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, float the heart, maybe float the palms. Squeeze your elbows towards each other, and exhale, lower down. We'll do one more like that. Inhale, float the heart, maybe the hands, maybe the tops of the feet. So engaging the back body. One more inhale. Exhale, lower down. You can stack forearms under forehead. Bend your knees, windshield wipe feet right to left. Lower the tops of the feet back down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Take a slow press back to child's pose. Forehead melts down. Maybe wiggle hips right to left. Next, inhale, shift forward to tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, 2 rounds of sun A. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk or hop to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, palms meet overhead. Exhale, thumbs to your heart. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back. Your choice, you can press straight to down dog by lifting your hips up and back, or you can take a vinyasa by bending elbows, and then take your heart opener of choice. It can be a baby cobra or a straight arm up dog, and we meet in downward facing dog. Now, you'll have lots of opportunity for vinyasas today, so feel free to switch it up each time I call for it. And one more, sun A, bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, palms meet. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back. Your journey to down dog in as many or as few steps as you desire. Then take a deep breath in through the nose. Stick your tongue out as you exhale. And one more like that, deep breath in. Tongue out to exhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms high. Now look down, make sure you can see all 10 toes. If you can't, sit your weight back even more. And then find that knitting of the ribs, so engage the core. Try not to create too much sway in the back by tucking the tailbone under. All right, take an inhale here. And exhale to sit lower. Yep, another inhale. Exhale, lower. And one more deep breath in. Exhale to fold. Let it go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back. Your journey to down dog. And from down dog, inhale, float your right heel high. 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend your knee, adding a little scorpion twist. Think about turning your knee up to the ceiling so that your heel comes toward your glute. And then you can choose to stay or circle out the knee. All right, inhale, right leg long. Look forward as you exhale, step wide outside the right hand. Now this might be where you bring a block. Although first, let's spin the back heel down, so you might need to step the left foot in. And like we did on our knees, walk your hands away from your front foot, so towards the left side of your space. Let your head be heavy. Walk your hands back onto your mat, an option to grab that block. Hand will stay inside the right foot. Start to bring your left fingertips up towards the ceiling. So it's a side angle, kind of a little bit of a deeper side angle here. Now take an inhale. As you exhale, reach bicep over your ear. So reach towards the front of the mat. We'll do that with the breath. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, bicep over the ear. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, different here. Inhale, ground into your feet. Find your warrior 2. Heart comes over your hips. Feel free to adjust your feet as you exhale, settle into the pose. Flip your right palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle. Forearm can come to thigh. You can also bring the hand back to block. If you want to challenge and engage your obliques, extend both hands forward. And you will feel it. Take one more, inhale. Exhale, frame your front foot with your hands or bring them inside. Step back, vinyasa, or feel free to skip it. And then from down dog, other side, inhale, float your left heel high. Exhale, bend your knee, stack your hips. Choose to stay or circle it out. Ooh, I see a squirrel. That's fun. All right, inhale, left leg long. Exhale, step wide outside your left hand. Spin your back heel down, might need to step the foot in. Crawl your hands to the right, away from your front foot. Let the head be heavy. And walk your hands back onto your mat. Left hand will stay inside the left foot. Feel free to bring a block under the left hand and spin your heart to the right. Finding that deep kind of side lunge or side angle. Take an inhale here. And exhale, bicep over the ear, reach forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to reach forward. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Ground into your feet. Inhale, rise up, warrior 2. Arms parallel to your mat. Exhale to settle into it, maybe adjust your feet. Flip your left palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle, yogi's choice, forearm to thigh, hand to block, or extend both hands towards the front of your mat. Take one more inhale here. And exhale, both hands down, step back, your journey to down dog. I invite you to take a few extra rounds of breath here. You can hang out in down dog or child's pose. That was a loud sound. Take a few rounds of breath wherever you decide to land. Let your breath slow down. Know that we are going to add on to that. So recalibrate however you need here. All right, downward facing dog when you're ready to move on. And bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach up. Exhale to sit lower. Inhale. And exhale, a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back your way to down dog. From down dog, inhale, float your right heel high. Exhale, bend your knee, stack your hips. Now choose to stay, circle it out. If you want to challenge yourself, tent onto your right fingertips, so lift the heel of the right hand. And without flipping your dog, engage the core. See how this just changes your center of gravity. All right, ground both palms. Inhale, extend the right leg long. Exhale, step wide outside the right hand. Ground your back heel down, step it in. Option for a block under the right hand. Spin your heart to the left as you reach your left hand up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reach forward one time. Inhale to reach up. This time, spin your left hand back and then bring that hand to the low back. It's a half bind. And then think about rotating your heart up to the ceiling. That's where that block underneath the bottom hand might help to assist that twist. Re-extend the left hand up. And then this time we'll rise up to star. So turn the toes out, heels in. Exhale, find your goddess, bend knees. Maybe a sway or a bounce here. All right, inhale to re-extend. And grab your right wrist, pull it to the back of the mat. Maybe float your right toes for sky archer. Right, lower the right toes down. Extend your arms out, prepping for a triangle. Take an inhale. And exhale, reach forward, tick-tock the arms. Right hand can come to shin block or floor. Now find that bind. Spin the left hand, bring it to the low back. Bend your front right knee, coming back to that side angle. An option to stay here in the half bind or find a full bind. You'll thread your right arm underneath the leg. Maybe the fingers interlace. If they don't quite reach, you can grab onto your shirt, your waistband, whatever you've got, or just think about pressing your hands into your body wherever they are. Now feel free to stay or start to extend your right leg. You're in a bound triangle, or maybe it's a half bound triangle if you want to release that right hand back to the earth. Take one more inhale and exhale. Frame your front foot with your hands. Step back, your journey to down dog. All right, from down dog, inhale, float your left heel high. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Stay, circle it out, or tent your left fingertips. Float the heel of the left hand off the mat. Engage your core. One more inhale. Straighten the leg. Exhale to step wide. Seal your back heel down. And we'll meet in that side angle. Reach your right hand up. Take an inhale. And exhale to reach forward. Inhale to re-extend. Turn your right hand to face away from you. Bring the right hand to the low back, half bind. Think about spinning your heart upwards. Now re-extend the hand. We'll meet in star. Straighten all your limbs. Turn the toes out, heels in. Find your goddess pose. Bend your knees. A little bit of reprieve from all that twisting and binding, because we're going to get back into it. Inhale, re-extend. And then grab your left wrist, pull it to the back of your mat. Maybe float the left toes, sky archer. Left toes back down, set up for triangle. Reach the arms, reach forward. When you can't reach anymore, tick-tock the arms. Now invitation to find that half bind. Turn the right palm away from you, bring that hand to the low back. Keep that as you bend your front left knee. Hand can come back to that block. Maybe you find a full bind here, or feel free to stay in this half bind. Left arm will thread underneath the left leg. Fingers might bind, or you might just press your hands into your body, maybe grab your shirt or your waistband. Feel free to stay or start to re-extend your bottom leg. Maybe releasing the hand back down if that feels like a lot. One more inhale, and exhale, hands down. Step back, your journey to down dog. All right, we've got one more round where we're gonna add on. But like I said, feel free to recalibrate wherever you are. So find your down dog, your child's pose, let your breath slow down, maybe catch a sip of water. And we're in the home stretch here, which means it's about to get crazy, but only if you want it to. All right, if you're ready to continue, we'll meet in down dog. And bend your knees, look forward. Travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Bend your knees, reach the arms up. Exhale to sit lower. See, this doesn't seem so bad now, does it? Another inhale. Exhale to sit lower. And one more inhale. Exhale a little lower, because yes, you can. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. And that was the end of chair. Woohoo! Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, hop or step back. Move to your down dog. There's not too many more vinyasas here. From down dog, inhale, float your right heel up. Exhale, bend your knees, stack your hips. Choose to stay, circle it out. If it's in your practice, you can flip your dog. Right foot will come over to the left side of your mat. Press the hips up, open your heart. Maybe head drops back if that feels safe in your neck. If you flip slowly, mindfully, take it back over. We'll meet in three-legged dog. Take an inhale. Exhale to step wide. Ground your back heel. Reach the left fingertips up. We'll go straight into that bind. Left hand turns away. Bring it to your low back. You might stay here, and feel free to stay. This is bus stop 1. Maybe you find that full bind is bus stop 2. Stay here. Think about rotating your heart to the ceiling. Now, if you want to take it further, you'll step your left foot forward. And this is bus stop 3. Maybe you just keep the bind and notice what that feels like. You can play with floating your right heel. Maybe the right toes come up. If you feel stable, you'll ground into your left foot and you'll lift the bound leg, which is your right leg. Oh, and then last step here, extend the right leg any amount. Now the real kicker is, can you come out of this in the reverse order you came into it? So if you have the bind, lower the right foot down. Ooh, step the left foot back. And we'll meet in side angle, which feels so good now. All right, come up to warrior 2. We're gonna spin the hips forward for warrior 1. So you might need to step the back foot in a little bit. Take an inhale here. Exhale, warrior 3, float onto your right foot. All right, single leg mountain, pull left knee up into your chest, take an inhale. Exhale, Shiva twist, right hand to left knee, left hand reaches behind. Extra challenge, extend your left foot forward. You might grab the big toe or outer edge of the foot. Take an inhale here. Exhale, warrior 2, step back. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, step back. Vinyasa or skip it. We've got one more side, then we're gonna wind it down. From down dog, inhale, float your left heel. Exhale, bend your knee, stack your hips. Choose to stay, circle it out, flip your dog if you want to on this side. Maybe it feels better on one side than the other. Let the head drop back if that feels safe. And if you flip slowly, mindfully, flip back over. Inhale, left leg long. Exhale, step wide. Ground your back heel. Reach the right hand up. Find your bind, right hand to the low back. Bus stop 1, bus stop 2, find that full bind. Again, feel free to stay. You can focus on rotating the heart up. Bus stop 3, step the right foot forward, keep the bind. Maybe you pause here. Maybe you find a little bit of a lift through the left foot. Maybe the right foot grounds and you can stand up on that right leg. And then last step, extend the left leg any amount. Lots of shoulder stuff. All right, can you come out of it in the reverse order, stepping the left foot down. Keep the bind as you step your right foot back. And then release the arms. Whew. All right, we're out of that. Find your warrior 2. Heart comes up over your hips. And then spin your heart forward. Warrior 1, reach up. Warrior 3, float the right heel up. Single leg mountain, draw knee into your chest. And then Shiva twist, spin your heart to the right. Left hand to right knee, right hand reaches back. Maybe extend the left foot forward. Maybe you grab the big toe or the outer edge. All right, one more inhale wherever you are. I'm very wobbly. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip the right palm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, low lunge, final vinyasa. Take it or leave it. We are out of that. And then we'll meet in a child's pose. Soften your knees down, forehead to the mat. Acknowledge the work you've done this far. We're just gonna cool it down a bit. All right, from here, make your way onto your back. And we'll set up for bridge pose. Plant your feet hips width distance, arms along your sides like a railway. Float your hips up. Maybe interlace hands underneath you. You'll crawl shoulder blades closer together. Pull your chin away from your heart. Make space for your throat. And then if you have the bind, release it. Like a leaf blowing down from a tree, sway your hips right to left as you lower your seat back down. Hug knees into your chest. Give a little rock right to left. And keep a hold of your right knee, extend your left leg forward. Find a twist, left hand pulls right knee across the body. Arms can T or cactus here. You can continue to weigh the right knee down with the left hand. An easy way to increase the twist is just bring your chin in the opposite direction of your bent knee so chin can come towards the right shoulder. And then come back to center, hug both knees in. We'll switch it out, both hands to your left knee, extend the right leg forward. Right hand pulls left knee across the body. Find your twist here. Chin can come towards the left shoulder. All right, come back through center. Option for a happy baby. Grab the edges of the feet. Rock a little right to left. And as you're ready, make your way toward Shavasana. Splay out. Now extending arms and legs out from the center line of the body lets the body release heat. But feel free to take any other position that's comfortable to you. Constructive rest, feet mat width distance, dock your knees to touch, feeling the support of the earth. And feel free to stay here as long as you need. If you need to move on with your day, start to find a little wiggle, a little bit of movement. And as you're ready, come up to a seat. The sun is in my eyes. Right, let's take one collective breath together here at the end. Exhale all your air out. Inhale, fill your lungs. And taking a little more air than you think you can. And sigh it out. All right, thanks so much for showing up today, sharing your practice with me. Again, my name is Crystal here at Yoga TX. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is at its_CRYST, 5 A's and an L. And thanks so much for joining me. Namaste, yogis.